Mm. Six o'clock. Mm. I'm waiting on my regulars to come in here, guys. That's what I'm waiting on. So if you're wondering why I'm just staring at the camera, I'm waiting on regulars. My regulars say, "Hi, PT." Yeah. So apparently, maybe one of y'all might be my regular because you just gave me a thumbs up. Just woke up. I gotta be getting up in a minute to start getting ready for the show. Oh, tired. Tired. But what? The show must go on. All right. As soon as some of my regulars come on here, I'll turn my camera back on. We'll just wait. They may not come on. Maybe everybody's out and about in the streets. Who knows? Good. I like when I turn my camera off, people leave. I love it. Waiting on a few more people. Maybe they'll come, maybe they won't. If not, I'll come back with a start putting on makeup. See what people do. See how they do. They leave when I turn my camera off. Yeah. Oh, then they come. They leave and then they come back. I guess I don't know. I guess they say, "I wonder what's wrong with my camera. I can't see PT." Well, I'm not going to show my face until I see some people I know in here. Waiting on my regulars. Well, two people gave me likes, so somebody in here knows who I am. Mm. Oh my God, it's so fucking cold in this hotel. Mm. Yep, it's very obvious when I don't show my face. People leave they leave the live. Hmm. That's what they do. Six people. Not one person said hi yet. We'll see how it goes. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'll just hang up and come back later. No. Okay, well, it seems as if no one is going to come into the live that I know. So looks like I'll come back later. Maybe by then everybody would want to talk. But as of now, it doesn't seem like no one wants to talk.
That y'all paying for lingerie?
No.
That's what you paying for.
My
That's what mobility is. Y'all paying for lingerie. Y'all paying for David Allen get his freak on. That's what you paying for. Okay? Next.
Unless you can prove that.
Oh, baby, I can prove it because the audience already proved it. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Don't mention.
Continue.
Don't mention the hot. It's okay. I just think it's weird. Hold on one second. Let me turn this down.
You got your freak on. We get it. It's okay. You use the city of Prairie money and
That's Dr. Candace Matthews from Texas talking trash. I don't want to start talking and nobody's like, hey, PT, hi, PT. I'm like, And since you said what you said, I turned my camera on. I wanted to check in with some of my regulars, but ain't nobody in here, none of my regulars. I just woke up. I'm trying to log onto this internet. What is my room number? Oh. Let me tell y'all something. Baby, if you have any other type of means of transportation, I talked about this earlier and I'm going to talk about it again. Stay away from Greyhound. Stay far away from Greyhound. Please stay away. Sorry about that. I'm not using my other phone. I'm using this phone, but please stay away from Greyhound. I'm telling you. It is the worst. Oh, probably will. Yeah, but I just woke up. I went live earlier and told everybody I made it to Dallas. And I am hungry, but I'm not going to get anything to eat. I think I'll probably eat after the club. I don't know. Yeah, so. In this club I'm going to tonight is kind of ghetto fabulous, which I love. They don't have a dressing room, so whenever I go to the club in is what I'm going to remove you from my live because number one, you don't know how to spell, so what does it matter if I'm single or not? Goodbye, have a good one. Weird. But yeah. No, yeah, not dating at all. Not dating a kid anyway. That was a fucking child. I already know that. Okay, y'all, I'm hungry. Denny's is next door. I already had Denny's. I don't want no Denny's. Here's my hotel view right here. Turn it around here. So that's the courtyard. I'm in the Fairfield. That's what I usually stay over there, but they didn't have any rooms available. Oh, it's hot. You can feel the heat on this damn window. Oh shit. Yeah, this is the courtyard, and that's the courtyard, and this is the Fairfield Inn. Yeah. This hotel had a pool, but they told me they closed it because this hotel is connected to this hotel, so people just go over there and swim. That only makes sense, you know. Doesn't make sense to have two pools. I like those rooms. Well, these rooms are okay. They're just basic rooms, you know. Financially, if I had the money, I would have stayed at the Sheraton. Now, the Sheraton is only, with my Marriott discount, she's only $69 a night. But they ask you for $100 incidental, which you get back, but financially I don't have it. So if it had been around a payday or something like that, I would have went ahead and did it. But because the Sheraton is suites, they're all suites and they're very very nice. And these are somewhat. All of these have on this side. Okay, these have the patios as you can see, but on the other side where I usually stay, they have the sliding doors where you open up, and I usually stay downstairs so I can go right out of my room and put my luggage in the car and go straight on to the bar. Yeah, yeah, because I'm, you know, I'm not really. Now I just booked my room for Atlanta for a Labor Day weekend, and I got a suite with the balcony. I think oh shit, I just turned this down. I'm trying to turn this bitch up. It's so fucking cold in here. Shit. Ooh, is this bitch on automatic? Cause ooh, they put this bitch on low. This bitch was on high. Yeah, I usually get the larger rooms, but I just got this because I was. Oh, when you use the Marriott discounts, you got to get what they give you, what's available. You can't just choose what room what you want. You can, but you're gonna spend a lot of money. You ain't gonna get that regular price. Now, but these rooms are only $45. That's it with the discount. So this is pretty good room. This is pretty good, and they give you free breakfast. Now, over at Courtyard, you don't get free breakfast, so it comes out. It evens out better staying here. I'm here for the next 2 days. Yeah, I'm here for the next 2 days. Yeah. Mm. And then, like I said, just confirmed I just confirmed my booking, uh, hosting this daytime event in Atlanta. Um, yeah, it's Marriott. It's my discounts I use. Yeah, and I got 5 more days. Well, now 4 more days, and I'll be platinum. And I didn't know the lady told me she knows me at the front desk. She said, "PT, you back again?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, where you doing the show at? I said, South Dallas. She said, South Dallas? I said, child, I don't give a fuck if they have a show in a synagogue. If they got my money, I'll be there. But I said, well, I got 5 days to be platinum. I said, what exactly do the platinum get? She said, baby, you can check out at 4 o'clock. And then if you need more time, they'll give you the next day to check out. Ooh, that's right up my alley, baby. I mean, I get 2 o'clock checkouts now, but it's 4 o'clock. Because I'm like, if I go out of town and my flight doesn't leave until later on that evening, why? I don't want to check out at 2. Let me check out at 5. Catch that 9 o'clock flight, or check out at 4. You know what I mean? So, or if I want to leave later, yeah. But I love it. I like the fact that you can check out the next day. That's hot. And then they give you upgrades and stuff like that. I didn't realize I was going to be platinum. I guess I've been traveling for a while, getting all these damn rooms. Hello, all you nosy people listening to me, and ain't nobody said hello. See how they are, Allie? Did I say your name right, Ollie? All these nosy people on here. Well, it is public, so I guess they're not nosy. I hate this shit. I hate this hair up under my damn chin. I hate this shit. But yeah, so yeah, true. Ooh, later the better. Yes. No, but my best friend, he can't stand checking out late. He gets up. That bitch get up at 9 o'clock, and she be out of there by 10. Well, he works early in the morning. I'm a night person. I've always been a night person. Thanks to Dallas, Texas. All my jobs have been night jobs. All my clubs, of course, are night jobs. So yeah, Dallas, you can blame Dallas for that. Starting in 1993, when I got my first hosting gig here. For like 4 or 5 years, I was working at night, and then when my regular job, I was working at night too. Like, I I didn't. I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was off Thursday. I worked Friday, Saturday, and I was off Sunday. The job that I had. That's and I used to work at this. I used to work at this Marriott, but that was the Courtyard. I used to work at this Courtyard a long time ago. When I worked at this Courtyard back in the '90s, them girls had a actual restaurant where people would wait on you. But we don't have that no more. They don't have it anymore. But one of the Courtyards in Houston, they brought it. They put a full service restaurant in there. It's like a Vietnamese or Chinese place like that, which I think they should all bring them all back because nobody wants to pay for food. And then the Courtyard now they close the restaurant so early. Like to me, I think. Well, I mean, you could look at it either way. To me, I think if the restaurants just did a buffet, if they just did a buffet, a lot of people don't like to go out and drive and get stuff to eat. They like to just stay in the hotel, eat, then go back to the room. And then at late at night, a lot of people don't like to be out at night because it's dangerous, and folks is running around here robbing folks and shit. So people prefer to just stay in and not go out. Speaking of going in and not going out, I think do I have time? No, I don't have time. I do really have time. I really need to go to the store. I really need to go because I need some super glue. I left my super glue at home and I need some super glue. I ain't wearing no nails tonight. I ain't doing none of this shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I just need some super glue to glue my earrings on. But yeah, but yeah, y'all, please stay away from Greyhound. The bus was I can't really be mad at Greyhound for that. That's not their fault. The bus was supposed to leave at 3 and it didn't leave at 8:30 a.m. I went back home and went to sleep. I told this story before, but I'm just repeating myself for the people who didn't hear it. And Allie, um, they there's something about a car, 18 wheeler flipped over. It was outside of somewhere. I think it happened somewhere up by El Paso or somewhere on their way to where I was at. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I mean you can't really blame them for that. But the bus drivers, there's some of them are nice, but this lady was nice. She was nice. She was nice, but she did something on the bus that kind of made me like, what? Like somebody was doing something. I don't know who it was. Somebody was doing something with the phone, and when we stopped in Fort Worth, she was like, if I tell you one more time, like they're talking to kids, do they realize people are crazy? Do these bus drivers realize that there are some crazy people out there that they will snap in like 1 minute? And y'all don't check people for weapons on the bus. Y'all don't check people for weapons on Greyhound. I guarantee you somebody had a gun on that Greyhound bus. It wasn't me. Um, and then she was talking to the person, and then the other guy said, "No, ma'am, that wasn't them. That was me." See, you could have got yourself unalive talking shit to somebody that didn't have nothing to do with what you was talking about. And it's not how you, it's how you talk to people. And then some guy in the back said, "God damn, are we in prison?" That's how some of the drivers are. They 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 don't have a monopoly. They are over these roads, Greyhound. Well, kinda. In the inner cities, you have Megabus. Now, Megabus is coming back to Texas. They just made an announcement, but they don't come my way. But see, if Greyhound had competition, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. If they had competition, they would not do that. They'd be nice as fuck. They would be like, "Welcome to Greyhound. Is there anything I can do for you? Would you like a snack?" you know. And then, God, I'm not. Yeah. Well, I don't. The only thing about Megabus is y'all already know where my bus is. Y'all already know where my bus is, but they don't go where I live. And the next time I'll be catching that will be, is it before I go to Atlanta? I think before I go to, yeah. Yeah, before I go to Atlanta, I'm catching the Von Lane to Austin to do the radio show. But I wouldn't dare. Uh-uh. And sometimes financially, I can't do a Von Lane because it's so expensive. But it's so worth it. It is so worth it, y'all, because you know it's just worth it. Free snacks, free meals, blankets, pillows, comfortable seats, nice people on the bus. This man sitting next to me, and God, please forgive me. I don't want to talk about mentally ill people, but I have to tell you what happened. The man said he just sitting. Well, he was across from me because I always get two seats, and yes, and not because I'm trying to be bougie. I spend a little extra because I don't want to just ride with crazy people. Jesus, this man talked the whole way on the bus. He was talking to himself. He was something wrong with him mentally. God forget. God bless him. But it'd be some weird people on Greyhound. It weird. One man was so big he had to sit in the very back of the bus. He was huge. The time before the last time I got on Greyhound, and I only catch Greyhound to Fort Worth, which brings me to another story. I only catch it to Fort Worth and then I get the fuck off. I do, because it's cheaper. For me to go from where I live to Fort Worth is only $30, $40, sometimes 50. But I get two seats. Which is going to bring me to this in just a second. And I talked about it earlier. But I'm just talking about it because somebody didn't hear it. And the time before the last time I got on Greyhound, leaving home, this guy was so big, y'all. He had to sit sideways. I still didn't have enough room. But I couldn't get a ticket. It was the last minute, so I couldn't get two seats. So I suffered until I got to Fort Worth. They don't care. They don't care. The seats are so. You would have to be 80 pounds to really. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know it was a compliment. Yeah, I know. I know you wasn't reading. I was just saying, yeah. I don't try to be bougie, but I like to, I prefer to spend an extra $10 or $20, $30 or $80 to ride nice, if I can. You know, I actually got a discount for my next ride to Austin. So, giving you a great idea about what. So, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I got my bus ticket only to Fort Worth, right? And so being that the bus was, and because see, if it had a left on time at 3:45, I would have got there at 5:50, almost 6, which was I was okay with that. Cause these people know me here at these hotels, so they would have let me check in early. Yeah, buy an extra seat. Yeah, but stay away from Greyhound if you can. If you have a Von Lane, I don't know where you live at, but if you have a Von Lane, or if you have a Megabus, or if you have a Red Coach, please get on those, baby. Please spend the extra money. Stay away from Greyhound. Please avoid Greyhound as much as you can. So, because I don't know where you live at, and then so when the bus finally came, y'all, I told the lady, I said, listen, I'm somebody was picking me up in Fort Worth. We were both going to the airport, and because we going to a cruise tomorrow, and so they had to leave. They couldn't wait on me to go get their flight because my flight left uh, a couple of hours after theirs, and but but I missed my flight. Yeah, I know. No, Florida depends on what Florida depends on what part of Florida. No, they have red coach in Florida. I don't know if they, I don't know how where they go, but they do have red coach is from Florida. Yes, unless you in a small town in Florida, they do have red coach in Florida. Yes, but and so I told her, I say Alabama, yeah, and I said, well, I said, well, I missed my flight, and they're telling me as soon as I get here, they'll put me on standby so I can get to Florida to get my cruise in the morning. She said, well, you can ride all the way to Dallas. I said, well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm just lying. So, oh well. She was like, well, since we was late, I guess you can go ahead and ride on all the way. Yeah. So anyway, when I got on the bus, Miss Thing, not a queen, but a lady, Miss Thing, I ain't gonna call her fish because y'all don't like that. Miss Thing was in my seat. I told this earlier, y'all, but this is for the people who didn't hear it. I'm not crazy. Somebody said, Peter, you got dementia. No, I don't, bitch. I just have to repeat stuff that y'all didn't hear. I said, excuse me, ma'am, this is my seat. She said, no, this my seat. I didn't argue with her. I said, okay. And I'm just standing in the middle of the bus. Everybody looking at me like, bitch, I know I'm not gonna move, and you gonna get your ass up out of my seat. The bus driver said, what's the problem? What's the problem? I said, I need my seat, ma'am. The seats that you told me that I had assigned. She said, yes, ma'am, you need to get out of his seat. He paid for those seats. Well, let me see your thing. And she said, oh no, baby, you in the wrong seat. She was so embarrassed. Because she was talking trash. She was talking, I've been sitting here ever since I got on in El Paso. This is my seat. I didn't even argue with her. That's not my job. I'm just waiting on you to get up so I can sit down in my seat. I know everybody was like, who this bitch think she is coming in here demanding sitting in two seats? I said, I paid for two seats and I want my seat. She got up. We get to Dallas, this bitch walking to the bus stop. Don't give me too much, girl. But yeah, get your two seats if you can. It's a little extra, but if you don't wait till the last minute to get a ticket, you can probably get, depends on where you're going. You can get a ticket for like 40, maybe 50, $60, but it's worth it. Did you see it? It's Red Coach. Yeah, Red Coach is in Orlando. Did you check it? Yes, shot Red Coach. And then, because Red Coach is from Florida. Yes, I believe they're from Florida. Yes, Sha. You better jump on it. Yes. Come on, PT. Go ahead and send me my finder's fee. But no, and then you can book. Now in Florida, with the Red Coach, you have on one side you have all one seaters, and on the other side you have two seaters. You should be able to get a one seater. You're gonna pay a little extra for a one seater, but at least you can sit by yourself. I don't know about the bags or anything like that, but Von Lane, I don't pay for bags on Von Lane, and I love it. So you guys have never seen Von Lane. I'll be on her in a couple of weeks, and y'all know I'm gonna go live. And it's like a 4 hour trip, three and a half from Fort Worth to Austin. Yeah, that's my next. Is that my next trip? Yeah, and then Atlanta. 2 weeks after that, or a week after that, I go to Atlanta. Yep. ATL, baby. ATL in the house. They just sent me the show list of the show tonight, so I'm gonna look over it and see how many people on the show. I'll open up the show, and then mm, 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 mm. But yeah, that was a wild ride here. I'm telling you. Now they say there's a hamburger place down the street down there. They say it is delicious, but I just don't want to. What time is it? 6:30, 6:30, 7:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. I don't want no hamburger, y'all. I would like a salad, a nice salad. I could go over to the neighborhood. I'm just around the corner from it. And go get me something to eat. What y'all think I should do? Should I run over to the neighborhood right quick? Grab something to eat? But that ain't gonna do it. Might make me sleepy. Even though I just woke up. But at least if I go to the neighborhood, I can give me some super glue. The little store I go to get see if they got anything over there. They're closed. My phone is completely charged up. The Uber ain't number like $6, $7 around the way. What do I want to do? Yeah, let me get up. Let me go get me something to eat, y'all. Okay, I'll check in with y'all when I go grab. I think when I go to this place on the strip, they got salads, turkey burgers, salads, and stuff like this. I guess I'll go there. Yeah. All right. So I'll see y'all. Yeah. No, it's hot. It's okay. I'm in Texas. I'm used to it. I'll see y'all in about 20 minutes or less. I'm just gonna go get me something because I need to get out anyway. I need some I need some nail glue, and I don't feel like uh, asking anybody. Yeah, I don't have a car. Yeah, Uber is not gonna be that much around the corner. It's just right around the corner. Mm, let me see. They got the burger place there. Oh, they have a nice restaurant there, but I'm not trying to spend that kind of money. They have they have another place. They do have a what do you call it? Thai food. They got a Thai place. I love Thai food with lots of peanut butter, the peanut sauce. And I don't want no damn wings, no shit like that. Let me make up my mind. What time is it again? 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. I don't have to check in till 10:30. I'll see y'all at the restaurant. I'm on my way to the restaurant. Bye.